his flesh. Amen. And having a high priest over the house of God, let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exalting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. Amen. We have a thought for you this evening. That would be prime the pump. Prime the pump. Amen. And it says, let us consider one another in order to stir up love and good works. Amen. We've all heard of someone complain that the people in a certain church are friendly or aren't friendly, or that they seem to be lacking in love. Amen. Although such criticism may be true, amen, the one doing the complaining is often part of the problem. Amen. An experience I had as a little boy, amen, illustrate what we mean. Amen. We lived in town. We had faucets, sprinkles. We could turn on the water. Amen. Anytime we got ready. When mom wasn't there, because she paid the water bill. Amen. But my grandparents lived in the country. Amen. They drew water from a well with a pump just outside the back porch. Amen. I remember my first attempt to get water from that pump. I jerked that cast iron handle up and down, up and down. Nothing came out. Amen. Then my grandfather sitting there, amen, gave me a pail of water. Amen. And then he said, pour it down the pump, he urged. Then as I worked the hammer, water came in abundance. Amen. There was a plenty of water in that well, but I first had to prime the pump. Amen. You don't hear me. Amen. To feel the love and friendliness of an assembly of believers, we may need to pour a little of ourselves. Our own love in there first. Amen. Often we go places and we wait for somebody to approach us. Perhaps we ought to be approaching them. Amen. Showing love. Amen. And it says here, it was God's love toward us that prompt our love in return. Amen. He first loved us. Is that right? This principle also works in our relationship with other Christians. Why don't you try it sometime? Amen. Your expression of love and concern and friendliness will most certainly stimulate a reciprocal love from hearts indwelt by God's Spirit. Amen. Every now and then, amen, while you in the mall, while you're in Kroger's or Aldi's, amen, someone might see the friendliness that you show or you exhibit Amen. And they want to know why you got that smile on your face, why you look the way you look, why you act the way you act. Every now and then, somebody want to know something about you. They want to know what it is that make you feel like you feel. Amen. I haven't felt this way in a long time. I haven't seen anybody smile at me like that in a long time. I haven't had anyone speak to me in a long time. Every now and then, you ought to pour out some water on somebody. Why don't you prime the pump? A believer's duty is love, ministering, and service. The third duty is to stir up one another to love and to do good works. Amen. The word consider means to give attention to watch over. Is that right? How different the church would be, how much stronger we would be in Jesus Christ and life if we heard or had this or heeded this exhortation and know what it is that we are to give attention to make sure that we stir up the living Christ. Amen. Spirit, the stirring spirit. Amen. You don't have to tell me you love me. There's something about you. Amen. There's something that I feel about you that tell me. But if you don't like me, I discern that also. Make sure that we stir up a lively, a living for Christ. That we are loving one another and doing good works. Is that right? Amen. That we are consistent or considerate of one another. Amen. That we show concern for one another. That we meet one another's needs. Amen. That we strengthen one another's weaknesses. Amen. I'm not a boxer anymore, but I'm a fighter for Christ. And I have weak points. And I need somebody. Come on. I need a manager to let me know that not 12. Tyson fought by numbers. That's what made him so great. His manager would call out 5, 7, 3, 2, 12. And he would throw those punches in those orders. When I was taking Kung Fu, I had a time clock on the wall. Kick 3, kick 2, punch 4 or 6. Amen. If you punch 6, it would bring his face to your level. And all you had to do was hit him in top of his head. Amen. And he's out. Amen. So we have to be fighters for Christ. We are soldiers in the army of the Lord. Amen. Moving forward and not going back. I won't let anybody turn me back. I ain't turning around for nobody. Amen. Straight ahead. Amen. Things we must do, that we must feed the poor, visit the sick and shut in, look after the orphan and the children of broken homes, and sing of parents. Amen. Become a friend to the lonely. Amen. Give direction to the empty and those who are without purpose. Amen. Need to make sure none of us is slacking up. Pastor, when you see me look like I'm getting down a little bit, pick me up. When we see each other getting down a little bit, pick me up. Give me that, oh, I love you. What's wrong? What can I do? What's wrong with you? Can I say something that'll make a difference?